Have you ever encountered anything strange in a bar? Today's story comes from a netizen named Walking Hormone from Wuhan City, Inner Mongolia, whose nickname is Long Long. For 19 years, he has been running a bar locally, with private rooms upstairs and a main hall downstairs. Usually, the bar opens after 2 p.m. and the waiters and chefs come to work one after another. Long Long likes to play online games and has made several good friends in the game. In their spare time, they all gather in the chat software to chat. One day around noon, Long Long was bored and came to the store early. After arriving, he sat alone on the sofa in the main hall drinking juice while opening the chat software to have a voice chat with friends online. 10 minutes later, an uncle, a friend of Long Long's mother, came to the store. Long Long quickly greeted him. After the uncle looked at Long Long, he asked, "Long Long, is your mother here?" Long Long was about to answer that he had just arrived at the store and hadn't seen her yet. The uncle's expression was a bit strange, and he left after looking at Long Long. Long Long continued to chat with netizens. After a while, the bar's chef, an ant, came. After greeting each other, the ant looked at Long Long deeply and then turned around and left. Long Long was very confused at the time because the uncle and ant both looked at Long Long with strange eyes. About an hour later, Long Long's mother and uncle came to the bar together. As soon as his mother entered the door, she asked angrily, "You little rascal, who was the girl with you just now?" This question stunned Long Long, and he replied that there was no one, and it was always him. At this time, the uncle also spoke, "Long Long, I saw that you just had a child, and you can't mess around. Although the girl just now was quite beautiful, you are already married." Long Long was even more stunned when he heard this and quickly explained, "Uncle, this joke can't be made. I really was alone." The uncle smiled and said, "There has always been a woman sitting next to you, leaning on you. You ignored others and just played with your phone. I didn't see it wrong." After hearing this, Long Long firmly denied it, thinking that the uncle might be old and his eyes were dim. While the three were discussing this matter, the chef ant came back. Long Long told his mother, "If you don't believe it, you can ask the ant, I have always been alone." His mother turned her head and asked the ant, "Was he alone in the afternoon?" The ant said with certainty, "No, there was also a girl in a black dress sitting next to the boss, not speaking. I thought she was the boss's friend, thinking not to disturb them, and then I went out for a circle." Hearing this, Long Long's brain buzzed. If one person said this, it would be fine. But seeing that they both said it so seriously, he felt something was wrong. Long Long is an old listener of mine and has heard some stories about bars and KTVs, so his first reaction at the time was whether something was wrong. Seeing that Long Long looked wrong, his mother came over and whispered to him, "You little rascal, you can't mess around." But at that time, Long Long said to his mother very seriously, "I said I was alone, do you believe it?" After all, his mother knew her son very well, and she made a joke, saying, "Your uncle and aunt are joking with you, don't take it seriously." Then she changed the subject, talked about something else, and left. Since then, Long Long has always been uncomfortable about this matter in his heart. But fortunately, everything was normal afterwards, and this matter was gradually forgotten. Until 2 months later, the night before New Year's Day, a few friends who hadn't seen each other for a long time came to the store. Long Long has been accompanying them to drink, but his consciousness is absolutely clear. Around 3 a.m. the guests in the store gradually left, and the waiters started to clean the bar, leaving only Long Long and their table. After drinking almost until 5 o'clock, the friends also left, and Long Long personally sent them to the door. Then let the waiter clean up, ready to take them out for a late night snack. After cleaning up, close the main hall door, ready to lock the door. Suddenly, the waiter Xiaoli said, "Brother Long, there is a guest on the stage of the hall who hasn't left yet. Is it your friend?" Brother Long thought, "It's impossible, the friends were all sent by himself," and he quickly took a look from the outside. His bar door is glass, and under normal circumstances, you can see the situation inside, but when the main door of the hall is closed, it is difficult to see the situation inside, especially the position of the stage, because the stage is too far from the door. But the background light of the stage is on, so he can clearly see the silhouette of a woman standing in front of the microphone. The waiter Xiaoli was about to open the door and was stopped by Long Long, because he was very sure that there were no guests in the store. This matter reminded him of what happened a while ago. At that time, he was particularly flustered, and after taking his subordinates to have dinner, it was already daylight. But the more Long Long thought about it, the more he felt something was wrong. He suspected that he might have drunk too much and seen it wrong, and really locked the guest in the store. So he took Xiaoli and others back to the bar. The front door, back door, and fire exit of the bar were all locked well, but after a circle, there were no people, not even a mouse. Because there are musical instruments on the stage, some guests will toast to the singer to avoid some things. There is surveillance on the stage. Long Long went into the office to check the surveillance. At that time, Xiaoli and another waiter were also there. The surveillance showed very clearly that everything was normal after they left, and there was obviously no one on the stage. But why did they see the silhouette of a woman the night before? Was it the hidden lighting angle that happened to create this illusion? When everyone was puzzled, the surveillance video suddenly came to a woman humming, and the scene immediately became quiet. After listening for more than 10 seconds, Long Long turned off the computer and fled the scene in a panic with the little girls. That day was New Year's Day, which was a good day for the bar, but Long Long closed the store at the time and gave the staff a holiday. He took his wife and children to Hangzhou to relax. After returning home, he transferred the store because he was very flustered, very scared, and dared not operate the bar casually. Finally, he talked about this matter with friends who did this business. Almost all the seniors said that bars are prone to attract some unclean things. Some people have even heard of a girl singing Huangmei opera in a KTV box without anyone, but when the door is opened, there is nothing. Well, see you next story.